The Austin Chronicle's annual music poll is in the issue on stands right now, and you can cast your vote. The Chronicle's music editor, Margaret Moser, is here with us to talk about the voting ballot this year and what's happening in Austin music. Welcome. Thank you for being with us today.
Well, thank you for having me here.
You guys have been doing this poll for 32 years now.
Oh, yes.
And I'm sure you've seen the music scene evolve in Austin over that time. How would you describe the music scene in Austin today?
Very different from the one that came around about 30-something years ago when we started this. And really, that's exactly what the poll should be about, because as much as those older ones reflected the times then, today's winners are very much of the moment here in Austin.
Talk about the level of exposure in Austin. We're seeing these festivals pop up all the time, new festivals. The old festivals are getting bigger. What kind of exposure do the artists and the venues get in a city like this?
They get pretty much, I think, 360-degree exposure here, because this is a town that is so geared toward live music that just about any venue or building that has a corner has a stage in it. And I mean, that's why you see them popping up in clothing stores and grocery stores and things like that. So, I mean, pretty much on every level, Austin supports its live music.
And we're seeing some of that go through some changes. Some are revamping their venue, some are moving to a different location. How is that going in Austin these days?
Well, you're probably specifically referring to the news that Dantone is going to be moving, and among the longtime scenesters here in town, that really is news. Many of us have followed Dantone's over the years and its different moves, so for us, this is not that big a surprise. We'll just go wherever the good music is.
That's right. Some of the items on the ballot box are things like best record store, best live music venue. What are some other categories out there that are really piquing people's interest?
Well, I'll tell you, the typical ones that really get the votes are Band of the Year, Album of the Year, but Best New Band is probably one of the heaviest voted categories out there, and that's one of the ones that people really like to win.
Absolutely, and along those lines, who are some of the up-and-comers that are on the ballot this year, and who are some of the regulars that always get votes?
Well, with something like Best New Band on there, you only get to be Best New Band one time.
Right.
So we've been very fortunate over the last few years to see some of the really fine bands coming up along the way. But one of the things that I really like about it is that the last couple of years you've seen really big sweeps from bands like Bright Light Social Hour and Quiet Company. And this year there isn't quite that heavily weighted a big win out there. But things may change. We've still got a few days to go in the voting.
Absolutely. And you say you see a surge sometimes in the voting, and then others have a steady flow of votes over the voting period. And voting goes until when? February 1st?
Friday, February the 1st, yes. We shut down the computers, slam them down, a lot of noise and everything.
That's right, and so the winners will be in the ensuing issue of Austin Chronicle?
We wait and we throw those out to the public when we do South by Southwest, because the Austin Music Awards celebrates the winners of the Austin Music Poll. And that will kick off South by Southwest on Wednesday, March the 13th at the Austin Music Hall.
Once again, make your voice heard by February 1st. Thank you so much for joining us today. Margaret Moser with the Austin Chronicle.
Thank you.